Good morning. I'm Dave Johnson, the radio play-by-play voice of the Washington Wizards. And wow, what a day this is. Another significant milestone for Monumental Sports and Entertainment and our family of teams. We now have 7 teams in our family, and it is a big family, and it's great to look out and see Rod Langway's here. Let's a nice round of applause for Rod Langway's made it up here. And part of our Wizards family, I see Phil Chenier and Harvey Grant are somewhere. They're looking for me to buy lunch, so I know they're going to be somewhere, somehow, some way. Hey, you know, we had just an amazing event over the weekend. Benji McDowell, the head coach of your champion Washington Valor, is here somewhere, along with Omar Smith of the Baltimore Brigade. How's that? 2 days after a championship game, we're able to get them in the same room, although they're probably on different sides of the room. Hey, listen, we also know, it must be cool, our Wizards District Gaming team is here, right? Let's give a nice round of applause. They're in the middle of their district gaming season, so again, we know when they show up, I know I'm in the right place. Well, I'm not in the right place if it's a cool event, but if they're there, it's a cool event, so that's always a good thing. You know, I was thinking today as we get set for this, we're wondering what's next as we think about the Washington Mystics. They'd love to be here today. They're busy. They're in first place, and they're on the road. What a year they are having. You know, just last week, we had Superman visit the nation's capital. Dwight Howard's coming to the Washington Wizards. Over the weekend, Arena Bowl 31. We blew out the budget on confetti. I think you took some of it out of my salary. I mean, went nuts as the Washington Valor in a great game defeated the Baltimore Brigade and exciting things coming for arena football. So that's been part of our summer. And you know what? There's a team that trains in this very building that's about to get a new name that you're going to find out about in just moments. How about the Washington Capitals? Did they have a pretty good summer? So it does beg the question, what's next? And that's why we are here this morning, to find out what is next. You've heard it's an innovative health and wellness partnership. You're going to find out about that and so much more as this community partnership just goes from strength to strength. And for more on that, and for the special unveiling about why you are all here today, I'd like to bring up Ted Leonsis, the Chief Executive Officer of Monumental Sports and Entertainment, and Ken Saman. He is the Chief Executive Officer of MedStar. Gentlemen, I think we got something big about to happen. All right, I'll get out of the way. Camera's rolling. There it is.
Thank you. I'm Ted Leonsis, and it's wonderful now to be here at the MedStar Capitals Iceplex. And Dave was welcoming everyone and talking about teams and performance. And it's just wonderful for us to be able to partner really, really deeply with the premier health and wellness organization in our community, MedStar. Our reach really goes from deep in Virginia, all the way down to Richmond and Norfolk, all the way through Washington, D.C., into Maryland, and deep into going into Delaware. And that super city, that deep community loves sports. And we are very, very committed to building the most respected, highest performing, title-winning organization across all of the sports that we perform in. And it does take a big team to lead and manage these great professional athletes. We mentioned earlier we welcomed our Wizards District Gaming. If you young men could please stand up just for 1 second. So this is the first year of an esports team around the NBA, and it is a part of the future. And our doctors and medical team need to be looking at and working on how do we get peak performance out of athletes that play esports. And we think we can get competitive advantage in treating every sport and every player so that they can get to their tip-top performance parameters. And that's why this partnership is just so meaningful for us. It is a deep and broad relationship. We'll be announcing soon the ribbon cutting for our new partnership with the City of Washington, D.C. and Events D.C., the St. Elizabeth's facility. We'll have the Wizards training facility that will look and feel very much like here at Kettler, now called the MedStar Capitals Iceplex. And we have made big investments in the training, and we want to be totally in alignment and partnership with all of the doctors that are here. In fact, can everyone who is in the profession that has been helping our teams from MedStar just stand up for a second so you can see how deep this partnership is? And they work just as hard, thank you. They work just as hard as our players do, and our players have come to rely on our medical staff, and they are a part of the team. They participated in the Stanley Cup parade. They were a big part of everything that we were able to accomplish for the Washington Capitals. I also want to say that I'm very impressed with MedStar and how forward-thinking they are. We'll talk later today at the conference about this very unique opportunity we have to convene between our trainers, our executives, and our coaches, and all of the people from MedStar to do a monthly leadership, what's best practice, what's new, how can we innovate, how can we take advantage, and to be able to share that information across team. And we're already seeing a lot of that kind of work done, be it in hydration, be it in sleep therapy, being able to see how you can heal best. New technology that can help our players come back from injury, and all of the work that's being done in preventative, which is really how can we do precision medicine, how can we deliver training and work in an integrated way, because wellness, both mental and physical wellness, really is a big part of becoming a great franchise. And so we're thrilled with the partnership. Ken, Saman, and I are good friends. Ken's been a long-time season ticket holder for the Wizards and comes to all of the Caps game with his wife and family, and it's just an honor to be able to work on a much deeper basis with everyone in the organization. I thank you very much. With that, I'd like to introduce Ken Saman, who's President and CEO of MedStar Health.
Well, I did want to say that, Dave, I appreciated hearing you call out my name, because it's always been my dream to have the voice of the Washington Wizards call out my name. I don't know if that meant I got in the game, but certainly as it relates to our relationship with Monumental, we do feel that we're part of the team. And as I look out at all the white coats in my team, our medical team, I couldn't be more proud, because this is all based on the medicine, and it's everything that MedStar is about, and it's how we contribute to something that is so important to the city and to the region, and it's all about relationships. And so, Ted, I want to thank you for your continued support, your commitment, and this expanded partnership speaks to how Monumental and Ted and his team looked at the needed medical care and decided that the partnership and the evolution of the partnership with MedStar Health would help to advance the important goals of all the Monumental sports teams. But I have to say that we're standing here now in the MedStar Capitals Iceplex, and so it seems appropriate just to note that we couldn't be more proud, of course, of the Washington Capitals bringing home the Stanley Cup. You know, sports has a very unique ability to bring a region together, and I think we saw that with the Stanley Cup in the best of all ways. And I'm hopeful that the continuation of sports and how it brings our region together will remember that, because Monumental Sports and Entertainment, MedStar Health, critical parts of the fabric of this region, and we're focused on enhancing the quality of life and the quality of everyone's health. And as I look at our medical team, And as Ted noted, they certainly give so much of their time and commitment to taking care of the professional athletes, but they also touch all the weekend warriors that are out there each and every day. And so one of the most special things that I can see is how this all comes together. And just to be clear, for MedStar Health, it's always about the medicine. We touch almost 1 in 5 members of our communities, and it's about combining academics and research and the most advanced clinical care and bringing that to all the care we provide across the care continuum. And that is exactly the approach that we took, as Dr. Dwogi will speak to in a few moments. That's the exact approach we took to building the foundation of our sports medicine program, which is one of the largest and most comprehensive in the nation. It connects certainly through Monumental, but it is so important that it connects throughout our region to everybody, right down to young kids playing soccer out on the ball field. So we couldn't be more excited. We couldn't be more pleased. There is no better partner than Ted Leonsis in Monumental and his team. And so I look forward to how we will together, Ted, move forward, do positive things for our region. And I guess I should just end, Ted, by saying a few more championships would be just okay with us. So thank you, everyone.
I don't know, we're doing pretty well. We're doing about a title a month, right? June for the Capitals and the Valor. And again, Ken, Saman, if I called your name in a broadcast, that was a layup, a slam dunk, and a 3 all in one. I mean, you've got everything together with the wonderful partnership with MedStar. And for more on that, isn't it great to be here in the MedStar Capitals Iceplex now? And we're getting set for the MedStar Wizards Performance Center coming this fall, which will also be the home to Capital City Go-Go, another exciting development for our Monumental Sports and Entertainment family. Right now, though, if I could beg your attention, and we have a video that's going to explain more about this exciting partnership with the good folks at MedStar. Again, MedStar is just an amazing organization. That the Lafayette Square facility that I was in right in the center of D.C. Just what you guys are doing is just wonderful, and you all should be proud of it. And also, I'm very proud that you're wearing a Washington Valor, Capitals, and Mystics. I see the T-shirts under the medical coat, so that's good stuff. That tells you're part of the team. As we continue, we are here at the MedStar Capitals Iceplex, and we are in Ballston. And I love this, because I love seeing any kind of sign that celebrates the Washington Capitals. As I was coming through the parking garage this morning, big letters, it says Ballston, home of your Stanley Cup champion, Washington Capitals. And we're proud to say we're in Arlington County, and proud to have from the Arlington County Board, John Weisstedt is here this morning. We're proud to be a part of Arlington County.
Thanks a lot, appreciate it. So thanks a lot, Ted Leonsis, everybody else. So I grew up in Nebraska, and I have to say, in Nebraska, we looked to the Blackhawks. That was our hockey team. We also looked to St. Louis and Minnesota, but it's great to have been a Caps fan for the last 35 years. So on behalf of the Arlington County Board, I'm John Weisstedt, our chair, Katie Crystal, our vice chair, Christian Dorsey, my colleagues Libby Garvey and Eric Gutschall also send their greetings. You know, since this facility opened in 2006, the result of a creative partnership between Arlington County and Monumental Sports, Monumental Sports and the Caps have proven to be an extraordinary corporate citizen here in Arlington County. You know, when I was struck when I got off the elevators over here watching these kids practice and learn how to skate, that really is a demonstration of the connectivity that this team has given not just Ballston, not just Arlington County, but the entire DC metropolitan area. We are truly proud of Monumental Sports, the Washington Capitals, and many of its staff and players who call Arlington home. And if you've seen the construction cranes piercing the Ballston skyline lately, we have room for all of you. So Mr. Leonsis and his team consistently have shown that commitment to Arlington through providing their time and resources to various efforts to promote and improve our local community. Just a few examples: your work on the Business Improvement District for Ballston, participation in Arlington's Success Intersections marketing campaign, and Ted, your role as a true leader of our technology and entrepreneurial communities throughout Northern Virginia. We really appreciate it. The Iceplex facility itself is a phenomenal community asset for us. It's a true destination for Washington Caps hockey fans who can enjoy the unique opportunity to see up close and personal their players, the staff, the coaches, practice and attend such events as FanFest. The volume of visitors not only raises Ballston's profile, but supports area restaurants, hotels, and yes, a few bars as well. The Iceplex also hosts community-focused events, such as the 10-year partnership to host a community blood drive. And the Iceplex offers unparalleled ice time to adult, school, and youth hockey leagues, as I just referenced, figure skaters, camps, and recreational skaters. This is a truly unique recreational opportunity duplicated nowhere else in this region. We are particularly proud of just a couple of programming partnerships between the county's Department of Parks and Recreation and Monumental Sports. Most notably, the 11-year partnership of the 55-plus skating program, which provides Arlington seniors dedicated access to the facility on Mondays and Wednesday mornings. This is a very popular program as part of Arlington's overall efforts to provide recreational opportunities for our aging population. And speaking of which, I just noticed my good colleague, Libby Garvey, here in the crowd. Libby Garvey, take a bow. So I went on Hockey Monkey the other day, and I'm eyeing a pair of Bauer Vapor Senior hockey skates for Christmas. I might need a collection to take up the cost of them, but they look like phenomenal skates. Another one, the 10-year partnership of the Adapted Ice Skate program, which provides exclusive use of the ice rink for individuals with disabilities or families that have a child with a physical disability. They are able to bring their whole family and even friends as they enjoy an afternoon or evening of ice skating. And you know what? I think with MedStar coming to the fore here, that is even going to be more meaningful for those families and probably for MedStar folks as well. So in closing, I congratulate Mr. Leonsis and Monumental Sports on today's exciting announcement with MedStar and look forward to continuing that community partnership for decades to come. Now it's on to another Stanley Cup season ahead. Thank you very much, and let's win again.
Yeah, this winning is fun, kind of contagious around here. Also, Gee Whiz is here. Gee Whiz, good to see you here. Remember, we have the Wizards on the way. We invite you to listen on the radio if you can. How's that for a shameless plug? Now we move on to our program as we continue. Hey, listen, we're talking about championship teams. We're talking about competitive teams, and it doesn't happen. And the great athletes, the elite athletes we have playing for all our teams are not able to perform at the level that they perform at without the work of the greatest doctors in the world. They're part of the MedStar team. We're so proud that you're with us this afternoon. The head physician and organizational medical director who just flew in from Ethiopia. Not everybody can say that. And boy, are his arms tired. No, it's terrible. Anyway, this is Dr. Wimi Duwogi. Dr. Duwogi.
First of all, I want to thank Ted for moving this back so this fits my bedtime with the 7-hour time difference from Ethiopia. We're all thrilled at MedStar to continue this partnership over the next 10 years. This has been a great relationship, and we're very, very excited about things to come down the line. Ken had mentioned something about the Sports Medicine Council that we are creating, and it's an idea that we've been bouncing around for the last few years and putting together, but fortunately, we are now going to formalize this new Sports Medicine Council partnership between Monumental and MedStar. What this means, as co-chair, proud to head it as co-chair, but what this means is that we are going to bring this innovative concept to bear that is not being done in any other major professional sports team. And it comes at a perfect time on the heels of the end of a 26-year drought for a major professional sports team title here in Washington, D.C., which everyone's excited about. So this innovative council, what it's going to do is it's going to balance our collective experience and bring the voices together of all of our practitioners to deliver a cutting-edge experience and injury prevention and optimization of performance for our athletes in a way that's not being done anywhere else. We're going to be looking at technology. We're going to take the voices of our orthopedic surgeons, of our physiatrists, of our sports scientists, of our nutritionists, of our wellness folks, bring them all together so that we can deliver a product that will keep these players in the field and hopefully deliver many more championships. So we want to say thank you to Ted and Monumental for partnering with us on this project, and we hope over the next 10 years and maybe even many years to come beyond that, that we'll be able to deliver the highest level of care to your athletes and keep them on the court and wherever the court or the ice or wherever they may play. Thank you.
Indeed, winning in championships, it doesn't happen by accident. It takes a family, a true family, and innovative partnerships like the one we have with the MedStar and Ken Saman. You're awfully proud of the crew you have here today and everyone working for MedStar. At this point, we're going to invite everyone, the doctors in the Monumental Sports Entertainment family, District Gaming, Phil, Harvey, Rod, everybody up here for a big photo. We even have an Arena Football League championship trophy that I think we're going to get in the photo as well. And Benji, I've been watching. Omar Smith's been trying to steal that trophy. You won it. I saw the Washington Valor, but the Baltimore Brigade are going to be back, and what a great season they had. So if I could have everyone come up on stage, we're going to have a big photo and really launch this MedStar Capitals Iceplex and this MedStar partnership off in a strong way.
Where do we stand?
I don't know, wherever they say.
All right. Am I blocking you?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. Go to the right. Okay. I'll stand next to Ken.
Can't have a picture with that rod.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.